In this section, we're going to look at how to add websites and YouTube videos to your course. So, website, add an activity, scroll way to the bottom, and add a URL, Universal Resource Locator. It's the fancy name for a website. Incidental Comics. I really like this website. It's really cute. Okay, let me go find the address to it. Copy. Paste. Save. That's a link. When I fire it up, it's going to take me to the website. Now, of course, like everything else, there's an easier way. Grab this little I just before the address and just drag it down here. Oh, it's smart enough to ask me, what do you want to call it? Incidental Comics. Upload. And you get the exact same result. So either of those, add a URL or just drag the little icon that was right in front of the address. So that works beautifully. Let's go look at a YouTube clip. Oh, here's my favorite. Nora Jones and Elmo sing a song. Okay, I can do it the same way. I can go way down to the bottom. Whoops. And I can add a URL. And I can call it Nora and Elmo. And I can, oh, don't play when there. I can copy that link, copy, and I can go here and I can paste that link and save. And there we go. Nora and Elmo takes me to YouTube. Here's another way to do that. Suppose I want the video to show up directly on the course page. I'll explain in a minute why you don't want that, but I could do that. Add an activity. In this case, we're going to use a thing called a label. A label is a thing that just shows up directly on the course page. Come on. Oh, there we go, label. And, I wonder what happens if I drag that thing in there. Nothing. It took me to the website. Okay, so that didn't work. I could copy. Oh, here's a way to do it. This is how you're supposed to do it in Moodle. See this second icon after the moon for the mountains? There's an insert media. And you go there and you could just pop the page in there, but you could also browse in YouTube videos and you could search for Nora and Elmo and you could find it there and put it in. Now, it's a little confusing because it shows just text in here, but once you save it, do not be alarmed. The video will show up. And there it is on my screen. Plays directly within the course page. But that means you got to scroll past it every time. So here's perhaps a better way to do this is to create a page. There's a page. And a page is just a link on the website that takes you somewhere. So I'm going to call this Nora and Elmo. And this time I'm going to do something even fancier. Now watch out, on a page there's a section for description, there's a page for content. That's where you want your content. In the video there is a share button and there's something called embed code. And it's just this little iframe bit. So if I copy that, I can't paste it direct, I have to turn on the extended menu and go into HTML mode. And I paste in, oh, that wasn't it. Let's try that again. Share, embed, copy, paste. You just want that iframe section. How wide it's going to be, how high it's going to be. Let's save it and see what happens. Doesn't like working in a small window. That's okay. Okay, this is my page. So it's only taking up one line on the screen, but when I go to it, it's playing as if it's a page within Moodle. So it's not taking me directly to YouTube. So I can put it within a page and have just a single line of text. I don't have to take up all that space. The same principle applies if you are putting a lot of text Let's just grab some text here. We'll just grab, I don't know, let's go backwards, see if I can not get the picture. Good enough. Copy that. I just needed some text. So what I see a lot of is people will, here, let's do it in here. They go into their section and they'll paste all of this text in here so that it shows up on the page. Yes, it does, but I don't have to read that every time I go into the course. Once is plenty. So putting a lot of text in the section heading is not a good idea. Here's a better way. Save changes. Why don't I put that in here as a page? So I'm going to go scroll way down, find page, read this important information, but only once. And then not in the description, in the content I paste my important information and I save. Let's get back to full screen here. So now it's only taking up one line. In fact, if I go out of editing, you'll see what it looks like for a student. Come on, turn editing off. Thank you. For students, only one line. I can read all this stuff. I don't have to scroll past it every time I go through the course. So that's a real helpful thing for students. That's not the turn editing on. It's over here. There we go.